last week in round sailing, we were outbound Panama and inbound Costa Rica, with some troubles in between. Despite the troubles checking into Costa Rica and having to sail further north, we were glad to be in the northern parts, as that will make the passage to Hawaii a little bit shorter. 7 nautical miles north of Playas del Coco lies Marina Papagayo, and we decided to go here and prepare the boat and everything else for the long passage ahead. Being moored to a dock would make all the preparations so much easier and faster. It is so windy here. It's been so windy like for days now, I think over a week. It's crazy. And we heard that it's also really windy in the Caribbean. So of course it's the wind coming from the Caribbean blowing over land to here. And yeah, it's like really gusty winds. I guess it's these Papagayo winds that are here along the coast of Costa Rica. So it goes really up and down, but it's like sustainable, at least 20 knots, and goes up to 40 knots.
So when you're not going to use your water maker for a while, it's a good idea to pickle the system. You put a chemical that you mix with fresh water, and you fill the system with this solution to prevent the bacterial growth in the membranes. It's a pretty easy procedure, and I will show you how we do it with this system on around. These are the tools you need. Of course, it would be better to have 2 fixed ones, but I don't have that, so this will work fine. So this is the membrane preservative. So you just mix this with fresh water and suck it into the system. Now before you start the pickling procedure, it's good to make an additional freshwater flush of the system. If it's been a couple of days since you did it the last time, it's good to do it once more before you put in the pickling solution to the system. Yeah, the water maker is taking in this solution now, so the osmosis filter will be preserved, so we won't have any bacterial growth when it sits unused. Because we're in a marina for a while, that's the reason we do this, because then we don't need to do the normal back flushes every now and then. So now when we have done this, the system can sit unused for, I guess forever. Not forever, but many months without it being used. So now we can take on dock water, because in this marina is for free, so we want to use that of course. So it's a pretty quick procedure. It took me maybe 15 minutes to do this. And then later when you take it back into action, the water maker, you just take that hose back to the high pressure pump, and then you're ready to go again. So it's not complicated to do this. Some people think that this is a lot of maintenance to do on a water maker. I think it's pretty easy. It's not hard.
I was going to make 7 videos and upload them before departure, so I was busy with the computer every day. In the evening, we met up with the other cruisers in the marina for happy hour.
The oil is still actually pretty okay. it has close to 100 hours on it now. So it's still good, but we changed it before this long trip to Hawaii, so we don't have to do it out at sea.
We met Rachel and Josh from Voyages of Agape in Playas de Coco, and since they were in the marina as well, we decided to go on a road trip together. About an hour and a half from the coast lies the Arenal Lake. The surroundings of the lake is jungle and volcanoes, and the nature is so lush and full of animals. It was beauty everywhere. They're coming this way! Oh my god! Hi! Hi! How are you? The coatis were so curious, and you could tell that they were pretty used to people. They reminded us about a mix between a raccoon and a small bear, and they were just cuteness overload. And look at their nose, it's so cute!
It's coatis.
The little ones are so... Oh! They're like chasing him. That guy was with them. And Babylon. Close to the village La Fortuna, there is a hot river. The water gets heated up by the nearby volcano, and the temperature was around 40 degrees Celsius. Like a jacuzzi, but so much better. We walked a little bit further upstream, and the current was quite strong, making it a challenge not to fall as we walked on the rocks. Now we're at Pizza John's. We are super hungry. We found this, we saw a sign on the road and we didn't say how far it was, so now we've been going, been seeing this sign over and over, and now we're here. Gonna have pizzas. What do you want? I think I'm gonna have the vegetarian one. The local beer.
Pura Vida. Or
Pura
it's
Vida.
actually Imperial, but...
Rachel, where are you going now?
We are going to the La Fortuna waterfall. So, got an hour before it closes. Hopefully we get there in time.
So to go down to the waterfall, I think we have around 500 steps. Going down is easy, going back up is going to be harder. It's going to be the workout for the day.
I like it, it's powerful. I don't know how high it is, but 80 meters count maybe. It seems that there's an old waterfall. I don't know if it comes alive in the wet season. Could be, because it's dry season now. And I guess when the wet season is here, all of this is also a waterfall. Today I'm starting a new project. As you might know, a couple of months ago we replaced our fridge, which used to sit in here, and we replaced it with this one. So what I'm trying to do now is that, this hole where the fridge used to sit, there's nothing now, and it's a lot of space and we can't really use it the way it is right now. So we'll try to make a box with 2 shelves on it to store our pots and pans and dry goods, food. And we'll probably take a bit more than a day to do this. And of course you need some paint and stuff on it later, maybe even some light and stuff like that inside it. We'll see how complicated I will do it. But yeah, the box is unfortunately too big to take through the hatch entrance here, so I need to put it together inside the boat, but that will be alright. So the box is slowly coming together. It won't be finished today, I think, but maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
It's always a bit sad to say goodbye to new friends that you spend some nice time with. But it's not goodbye, it's see you soon, because we will meet next year in the Pacific, or in the South Pacific, the French Polynesia. It's gonna be really fun.
We decided to remove the symmetrical from the roller, put it back on the snuffer bag instead, because we only been having problems with that roller together with this sail. It's not really made to be on a roller, so I think it will be easier to manage this sail with the snuffer bag.
It was a real monster, this Jenniker. It had entangled itself in a way that was really hard to figure out how. It had like folded itself and then untangled, like rolling in, but like time glass, but different directions. And this happened the last time we used the Jenniker, and we were just putting in the sails on this roller, which something happened and we haven't been able to get it out. So we took advantage of having a dock now to untangle it, but it took us an hour to just get it up. And then the wind came, of course. We got some help here from some other sailors. So we got the Jenniker into the snuffer bag. And let's see if we'll have any use for it now on our sail to Hawaii.
Now these torsion lines, it's a really cool invention, but they're a handful to coil. I think it's an invention coming from these lines. They use them for trawler nets because they couldn't spin this direction. So that's why they're called anti-torsion lines. Really expensive and not very easy to coil. And maybe in the future get a new sail for this roller because it's a nice invention.
Thank you for watching, and we hope you liked the episode. Next week we finish the final preparations before setting sail to Hawaii. Please subscribe to our channel to see more and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you and see you next week.